holding companies, what is different and special about Ohio workers' compensation? Why should a holding company be careful when acquiring an Ohio company? Generally, when one company acquires another Ohio company, the BWC will combine the claims and payroll histories of the two entities. I recommend that a good independent TPA be included in the due diligence team to analyze the target company and predict the effects of combining the two companies. But an acquisition by a holding company is different. Often, the acquired companies will be kept separate from each other. For example, one of my client holding companies has 8 separate entities in Ohio that have brands recognized by their local customers. It's not in their best interest, marketing-wise or financially, to combine the brands. I still recommend, however, that a good independent TPA be included in the due diligence team to analyze the target company. You don't want to buy a company and acquire a workers' comp nightmare. To demonstrate, I've got a quick story at the end of this video. And a special concern is that Ohio workers' compensation is different. In most other states, companies buy coverage through an insurance company. And so most accountants and attorneys don't think about workers' comp during the due diligence process. In Ohio, most companies have to obtain coverage through the Ohio Bureau of Workers' Compensation. Detailed information about claims, payroll, and premium history is available on the BWC website, and an independent Ohio TPA will be able to obtain and review that data to advise about any major liabilities or explain if there would be premium savings by combining with other Ohio companies. With the permission of the seller, an Ohio TPA, like ActuComp, can also help with claim and policy management during the transition. Here's the quick story I promised you. One of my clients purchased the stock of another business without involving me because he thought he wouldn't inherit the claims and payroll history. By the time I found out and got access to the account, the Attorney General had agreed to a settlement of $150,000 in a claim without the buyer's knowledge or participation. The seller had gotten the claim disallowed at every hearing, but then disengaged, knowing the settlement would be the buyer's problem. That settlement would have been much lower if I had been able to get my client involved. Here are your takeaways. 1. Claims and payroll history data should be acquired during the due diligence process. 2. A good independent TPA, like ActuComp, can investigate the claims and payroll history. 3. A good independent TPA can participate in claims and policy management during the transition. And 4, for an easy to understand chart about which player does what, BWC versus MCO versus TPA, go to actucomp-ohio.com. So, call 440-933-6601 to start a conversation about how to get the workers' comp monkey off your back.